All right, so when sharing all of my adventures, I get a lot of questions, and in an effort to, help share a little bit more about myself and letting you get to know a little bit more about me behind the scenes up until this point, my life, why I am the way I am, and all whatever. I'm gonna do some fun things like get to know me or like frequently asked questions. So one of the questions that I get is, what is one thing that people would be surprised to know about you? And I'm sure there is a list of things that people would be surprised to know about me. But the one thing that I will share is that people would be surprised to know that I used to be really shy. Fun fact and confession, I am still a little bit shy in certain situations. So let's rewind back to elementary school. I used to cry on the first day of school through 5th grade. I don't know if it was because I was often younger than everybody else or that I changed schools a few times. Whatever it was, I was shy and would cry. I would cry, and it took me a while to break out of my shell. I think I would break out of my shell once I was comfortable, but it would take me a while. I remember my mom always being like, Danielle, say something, Danielle, talk, or always encouraging me to speak up in situations because I would be very content being quiet in a corner. Maybe it's because I'm an only child, I don't know, but very, very shy. And I had, whether you call it stage fright, social anxiety, through high school and college. So I remember reciting a poem in front of my high school, which was not a big high school. There were less than 100 kids in my school. So for someone with stage fright, that's a big deal, but just to give you a scale, it wasn't a huge crowd. In reciting a poem once in front of my class and also in front of the high school, I cried through the entire thing. And before that, before even reciting it, I had a panic attack in the bathroom where I had to call my mom to talk me down. So, and then throughout college, I pretty much just avoided public speaking at all costs. So, thankfully, I believe to college and being in a new environment, in a much bigger environment, I came out of my shell a little bit. And I will say that thanks to working in the world of hospitality, I have come out of my shell way more. So I have been waitressing or working in restaurants since 2007, so 10 years now. If this is not an industry that pushes you into being able to speak to any and everyone because you literally have to, I mean, this industry has really pushed me to be more comfortable in a lot of situations. And even though I might still be shy on the inside, it has helped me learn how to fake it when necessary. And there have been other opportunities as well. I've been hosting events and other things that have contributed to me coming out of my shell. But yeah, there are still scenarios where I walk into a large group of people and I feel shy, and I'll stand by myself for a little while to take it all in and get more comfortable. So I don't know if I'd consider myself an introvert or an extrovert or some mix of the middle. I think there is a little bit of both there, where I can be in front of people and I can be that outgoing personality, but there are times where I'm very much in my shell and can be intimidated by situations, by people, whatever that may be. But the fun part is learning how to navigate that in a way that works for me and pushing myself when I'm uncomfortable to go a little bit further and a little bit further and a little bit further. So doing these videos is an example of that, and it's been fun to see how I've grown even in this space in sharing and opening up, being more comfortable in front of a camera, what I'm willing to share, sharing more consistently, all of that. So yeah, and in a future video I will be sharing about how to be social when you don't want to be or when it feels uncomfortable. So stay tuned for that, and I'm excited to share more things with you. And if you do have questions that you are curious about, go ahead, shoot them over. I'm very curious to hear about what you'd like to know. So, send your questions over and let me know what is something that people would be surprised to know about you. All right, bye for now, and I'll see y'all soon.